Well, hello and welcome to Tekkify. I am your host, Japan Tech 101, and I will take you through our wonderful server, starting with the spawn. So, shall we get started? Welcome to Tekkify. This is where you come in when you enter the server. We are in Tekkify Station, in the bottom of spawn. When you come in, always remember to read all the signs. Follow the path and read the signs to the exit. Most importantly is reading the signs. The exit will come, but you have to remember to take the time to read the signs. Server is on hard. Always remember that we are on hard and that you will die if you do not take precautions. Precautions would be something as simple as remembering to have food. Now, always read the signs for the rules. The rules are always number one in any server whatsoever. In our server, it makes no exceptions. So, a key thing, of course, is rule number one, no griefing of any kind. Now, this also includes items that are not claimed. Now, you might think, well, if they're not claimed, then they're free game. Actually, no, they are not, because in some cases, some people have not claimed items that they are creating due to the fact that they might not have claim blocks. Well, you might also think that that's their loss. They didn't claim it, so they're going to get griefed. This is a non-griefing server, so that means that you do not grief whatsoever. If it's not claimed, you do not touch it. And if you think that rule has not been written anywhere about unclaimed items, if you look at the very end under the words notes, it says grief includes unclaimed items and buildings, so do not touch. Alright. Most of the other rules are pretty standard. No spamming, using caps, do not harass other players or the staff, do not advertise it for other servers. This is pretty world universal, I guess you could say, in any server. In our server specifically, do not create one blocks, towers, one block towers or holes, because players do tend to fall down holes while looking at large buildings, or while exploring they might fall into a 1v1 hole and basically kill themselves. So do not leave ugly abandoned buildings. Do not abuse bugs, glitches, or loopholes. This is very important. A lot of players think, oh, hey, if I find a loophole or a glitch, I can use it to my advantage. Well, everything is recorded. Every action is recorded. And if there's a loophole, the god Nent will find you. He is the overseer of us all, and he will ban you. No PvP. You can PvP, as it says here, arranged only. If you want to PvP with somebody, you have to both agree to it, and then you have to set the command. And the command line is along the line here. It will show you. I will show you later. No hacking, of course. Turn off your timers and machines when offline. Now, we have new pieces of equipment, which I'll show you later, that will allow you to not worry too much about this. Ensure that you have warning signs if you are defending your place with any types of things like Tesla coils. All nether portals must be registered as, or thought up as public. So if you're placing another portal in your house and you don't want people in there, I suggest you don't put your nether portal there. Do not try and bypass AFK kicker, and of course, most important there, griefing includes unclaimed items and buildings. I know I said it already, but it's most important to say again twice. Timers must be no less than 1 second. You cannot set them any lower, and if you can, I recommend not doing it, because they, as I said, the gods of the server will come and make your life hell. So make sure that you set everything the way they should. IC2 miners are limited to 4 per person. If you want any more information, I do recommend you go to the website down here, as it says tekkify.com. Okay, yes, also very important here. Using wrenches to rotate things at spawn is griefing, and you will be banned for it. So please do not try and come spawn and start rearranging things with a wrench. Okay, this is a very important thing. Always remember that if you can't remember the command, you can always come back to spawn to check. So this is the command list here of different commands that you will need to know. For example, when you first start out, you can do /kit and the name of the kit. For example, if you are starting, you would put /kit starter, and you would get like your starter kit. Set your home would of course mean to set your home place. You can use your bed for that, or you can set home with the command. AR check is a very important thing for you to remember when you want to check how long you've been playing in the server. Spawn is to come back here. Clan is if you after you've joined a clan. Money is to check how much money you have. Remember, this server is not PvP or griefing. It is a money server, essentially, using technical equipment or mods that have been added to this pack, which are things such as thermal expansion, IC2, feed the beast stuff such as forestry. They're all been added to this pack to allow you to increase your finances. Of course, if you need to pay players, there it is. /money, pay, the name of the player, and the amount. Okay. Items that have been banned. Please do not ask if TNT or if things from thermal Thumbcraft or have been included in this set. There is no Thumbcraft, there is no liquid craft. Everything that has been listed here is pretty much banned. Plasma cannon, of course, upgrade for the modular suit. If you join our server and it's 1.5, we will have modular suits. At this moment, we do not. Ranking information, very important. If you're joining the server, you will be a member, and you will always be a member until you have successfully played 24 hours, in which case you will be given the rank of Trusted. At the rank of Trusted, you will be able to join and create new clans. So at member, you can't really, I think you can join clans, I'm not too sure, but you cannot create a clan. Veterans. This is only achieved after the 240 hours of gameplay have been reached. And each level has its own little perks. Donor, of course, has its own little perks of its own. So if you actually donate real money to the server, you will get additional bonuses in game. For example, like hats. You'll be able to turn items into a hat. You can do TPA, /TPA, or you can also do /TPA here, so you can send people to you. As well as you'll be able to get free access to TS3's custom channels, which means it allows you to create your own channels. And you'll have ability to set 6 homes. Please check tekkify.com/donate if you want to know more about donations. This is very important stuff here. This is about your claims and your land. I suggest that if you do not understand how to do it, either do a mod request to find out from a moderator, or to come back to spawn and check on your own. Most likely I would recommend it to come and check once or twice on your own, because of course moderator will ask you whether or not you've actually read the signs, if you do ask a question that can be easily organized by just coming back here and checking quickly. So you will be given you will not be given. When you get out into the real world, you are basically starting out with nothing. And in order to get your first claims are used to make claimed land is what you use to keep your space safe and grief-free. When you first start out, you are pretty much given nothing. And in order to get a space of your own, you need to make a chest. Simple wooden chest. And that first wooden chest that you place down on your home will create what looks a little bit like this. As you can see here, it is made like a space on the ground here. Not as small as this. It'll be a 10 by 10. 10 by 10, or pardon me, a 9 by 9 area around the chest. The 9 by 9 area around the chest will be your first home. You can build inside the blocks, or you can actually build right over top of the blocks. If you build right over the top of the blocks, you'll actually have a 10 by 10 space to build a home. It's your first home. You can expand it with what's called a golden shovel. Now the golden shovel is what you would use. You would have to click on the golden block, and then to expand it, you just need to go to another block. For example, if you click here with the golden shovel, you can click over here, and it'll expand your space to here, which means that everything inside this space here will be buildable. I will show you a quick demonstration of that in a few minutes. Now, once you get to this home here, it'll say warp. Of course, with warp, you need to click on the sign, right click on the sign, pardon me, and you will be warped inside spawn, outside of the actual starting location. Do not bother with warp events. It is not yet there. They have not been created yet. But if you wander around here, you will see that we have Spawn Store. Spawn Store is good for when you first start out. Although prices are quite pricey at the Spawn Store, they're just there to give a base cost for what everything is in the server. Now when you first start out, you don't necessarily have to go to the market or anything because you do not have money. But you do need to go to Warp to Main World. So you need to go to the main world. So you'd right click on this sign and you'd be teleported into the main world. So we're going to click on that. And now we're here in the main world, where there are, of course, region post tutorials. I will show you quickly how to do this. A region post looks like this. It is basically 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 glowstone blocks high. And usually it has signs all around it to let you know which and where each region is. West, north, south, east, and underneath each thing has a name. Coal. For example, region coal is that way. Now what you need to worry about when you come to a region post is this. It says adventure with random region or newest region. Set your home and visit friends. So if you know your friend's region, you would just type in /visit region and then the name of the region. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go on an adventure. So let's type in /random region. And there you have it. We have just jumped from one region post to another. We are now at region Winter Seb. Apparently there is a house in the mountain there. I suppose that's a good way to save on resources. Alright, so let's try jumping again and see what happens. So let's jump to... why don't we try newest regions? So newest regions are the regions that have just been added to the server and are... oh, pardon me. Newest region. There we go. Right, welcome back. I'm now in my home, which I'm going to use for the starter build of our tutorial videos. Now, this house is not yet complete. It is in region unknown, but we have a small, what looks like a meadow and a lot of ocean, a little bit of construction over here. Apparently there's someone's house over here. And we have a redwood forest. We're building with redwood and brick and regular stone. Now, quickly here, before we get too far off course, you'll see that there are some gold blocks, glowstone blocks, right here on these both sides here. And the house is actually fitting inside these spaces. Now, if you come all the way to the back of the house, you'll see there's another set here, and that actually makes a box. So if I go back to the actual display here, you'll see there is a box basically around this house. Now in my hand I'm currently holding a golden shovel. This allows me to expand. Do not use the golden shovel for work or killing or anything, because golden equipment does lose its durability very quickly. And if you do lose your golden shovel, you have to craft a new one. And if you can't find gold, well, then you're SOL at that point. So we want to expand this a little bit. Now you're like, I want to build my base up a little bit bigger, but how am I supposed to get these blocks? How am I supposed to make the space bigger? Do I make a new claim? Well, how do I do that? Well, first of all, to expand your claim, which is what you really want to do, is you right-click on the glowstone block. It'll disappear, but you'll get this message saying, resize claim. Use your shovel again at a new location for this corner. So for example, for this corner, we want it to be expanded. So what we're going to do is, I want to say expand my corner to here. So what I'll do is I'll click again on the ground, and the glowstone will move. Ooh. I'll click that back again. I'll put it there instead. There we go. Alright. So now, it'll give you this thing, a message saying how many blocks you have left. I apparently have 4,100 available blocks. Don't ask why, but that is why. I spent a lot of money on blocks. Now you have expanded your space. You can make sure that your entire space that you want is claimed by just going all the way over to the other side and making sure that where you've wanted it claimed all the way is been done. So for example, I want a little bit more of this hill, so what I'll do is I'll collect that, and I'll go like that, put that one right there, and then alright, perfect, that's perfect. So everything here is claimed, so I can expand my home into this hill a little bit, and I don't have to worry about people griefing that space. So inside these boxes, nobody can grief. And an example of that is simple. If you look over here, I'm actually standing in someone else's claim space. And if I were to say go over here and try and break this block, it will say you don't have Jolly Good Day's permission to build here, which means I cannot break blocks of any sort inside his claim. So as I said here, I showed you here, I tried to break a tree, I could not do it because it is not my home. Whereas on my space, inside my space here, I can place a block because I own that space. If I were to place a block here, I cannot because this is Jolly Good Day's space. So I'm building my home right up against his claim. Now this is considered grief in many cases, so do not do it. I am just doing it in the sense for an example, and also Jolly Good Day is one of my very good friends, and so he has given me basically given me permission to build here so that I can make this tutorial. Alright, so now that you've seen this, I do recommend that you try out our server. It is, of course, one of the best servers out there that gives you great options to play with different technical mods that have been included in the technical packs, the Tekkify pack, as well as it gives you a great community to play with. People are very nice, very funny, and very energetic. And if you do need help, people are always willing to give you a hand. Just always remember we are on a hard server, so that means we will be able to help you, but you have to remember that you need to start from the bottom like everyone else. So do not ask for free handouts, because we do not accept beggars into the server. Well, you can come if you want to beg, you won't get what you want. So just remember that when you come into the server, you have to have fun like with everyone else. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please subscribe. If you didn't like it, well, I'm sorry. I'll try better next time. Just leave a message in the comments and let me know what you thought and what needs to be changed. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.